everybody, welcome to episode 4. Have to talk today since it's Twilight Tuesday, obviously. And just one thing I have to say. OME. This Twilight Tuesday was amazing. It was an interview with Robert Pattinson. Our Edward Cullen was interviewed today on Twilight Tuesday. And it was outstanding. He is so charming, he's so handsome, he's hilarious, and he's just so much fun to watch. That's basically sums it up. He talks about his American accent in the film and how he has a hard time transitioning back into his regular British accent. Talks about the dismal though it may be, the hate mail that he received when he was first cast, which is just sad. Why anyone could ever possibly hate Robert Pattinson, I don't know. I don't understand it. But he got some. But apparently things are getting better. People are more accepting. I have always been accepting, but I know some people who are more accepting of the casting now. He talks about how different Edward is from Cedric. Big difference, obviously. And he talks about how different it is filming this movie in comparison to Harry Potter. And how this one he kind of has to make up the character because, like he says, Twilight is from Bella's perspective, so what she sees is totally subjective. And she sees him as this perfect godlike being, and he, to himself, he's not. And he's very self-loathing in a way, and he just doesn't think himself worthy, and it's just kind of interesting to him to have to make up this character that the person telling the story thinks is so absolutely perfect, and when he's so conflicted internally that she doesn't see or doesn't acknowledge. So that's fun. Getting to see him smile and laugh and joke around and everything is so much fun. I love him. And to be completely honest, even though he doesn't want to have kids, I wouldn't mind. Because if I got to be with Robert Pattinson, I don't need kids. I really don't. So, on top of that, this week has got to be one of the biggest weeks for Twilight fans everywhere. Because of that, for one. Because of the premiere of Generation Kill, as I mentioned in my last vlog. And the Entertainment Weekly and the Penelope release. But tonight, on Entertainment Tonight, they are supposed to release a new Twilight trailer. Yes, a trailer. Which is very exciting because all we've had so far is a teaser and a couple of semi-edited scenes. Which those are great. I love them, don't get me wrong. But it'll be really neat to see a trailer which has more extensive coverage of the whole movie. The thing is, though, there is a chance that it might not get to be shown tonight if something comes up in the entertainment world and it gets bumped. But they have promised that no matter what, on Thursday, the trailer will be posted on their website. So whether we get to see it tonight or Thursday, either way, you're going to get to see it. That's a plus, major time. Also this week, they posted some new stills from the film on Yahoo Movies. And one of them is Robert Pattinson running through the woods, and you can see Rosalie running behind him. And it just looks great. I cannot wait to see this movie. I am going crazy waiting for this movie. But we keep getting these scenes, we keep getting these stills and these trailers, and that's kind of almost holding me over until December 12th. But, again, nothing can compare to eventually seeing the real movie. Not to mention, I still have to wait for the Breaking Dawn release, which is still only 16 days from now. That's exciting. But still, 16 days is a long time if you're really trying to get somewhere. So, I guess I'll just have to keep waiting. Another one of the new stills is the absolutely gorgeous Nikki Reed as Rosalie, wearing her gold contacts and giving one of those piercing stares that Rosalie is so greatly known for. She looks absolutely beautiful. Of course, she's Rosalie, she's supposed to look beautiful, but whoa! And the gold contacts really look good. I have to say, it's just kind of eerie to actually see the golden eyes of the Cullen family come to life, and I love them. I absolutely love the golden contacts. So it's really nice to get to see them wear them and see what they look like on. And another one of the photos is the group of the nomadic vampires with James, Victoria, and Llewellyn. And with, of course, Cam, Eddie, and Rochelle. And, of course, they're standing there looking very menacing and kind of, but I don't know the word, actually, kind of just serious and very menacing and just very strong and kind of scary and, you know, like they're up to no good. So it's a really neat looking picture. So the new stills are out. Included in those are some that we've seen before. Edward and Bella after the truck accident scene. Edward and Bella by the river. They have one of the poster. They have the group family picture of the Cullens plus Bella, and a few others. So go over to Yahoo Movies and check that out. They're pretty cool pictures. So yeah. Also want to talk about the latest 2 quotes of the day. Yesterday's, which was from Tanya of the Denali Coven. Obviously, all the people that have predicted their involvement in the 4th and final book were right in some way. We don't know what their involvement is, but we know that they're involved. You know, and it may be a very dramatic instance because Tanya and Edward kind of have a history, not on Edward's side, but Tanya's always kind of had a thing for Edward. He mentioned that. And also, Irina, who is in Tanya's coven, has a grudge against fellow push werewolves. So, might be interesting to see what happens there. And then today's quote is by Emmett. And just have to say, this quote, since it's Emmett and nothing in the world scares Emmett, which is both good and bad, I guess, have to say this is probably definitely a sarcastic joke about somebody's worry about some situation that he doesn't think is dangerous or whatever. So that would be Emmett, and you have to admit it'd be great to have people like that around. So that's pretty cool. Do have to say now before I sign off, and I'll see you again next time I have something to say. When you comment on this particular vlog, to honor Stephanie Meyer's request, please avoid posting any spoilers, please. I know that there's a good chance that somebody's going to post something out there, but try and keep it off of here, because I don't want to know, and I'm sure other people don't want to know either. So, you know, please just avoid putting something on here that might ruin it for someone else. So, anyway, until episode 5, I will see you later. Bye.